All right, welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the YouTube and the Twitch, and wherever you folks get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. We got, oops, see, you know what, I need to switch this because I'm so, like, muscle memory. There we go. To my left,
Can't
you're
turn
right. We got Bill in the house. How are you doing this evening?
Doing good. Happy New Year.
Happy
J-Bone,
New
TNI
Year.
fam. The big year, 2026, the year of TNA. AMC around the corner. And there's all kinds of possibilities on the horizon.
Oh, there is. There is. Now I did hear, I should say, I read something, and I'm going to put it in the speculation envelope.
Oh, if it's where I'm going, I almost went full gear because I think it's happening.
It could. It could. I think there's a possibility.
Could we be in trouble?
I think we might be in a little trouble. And if we are, I'm very excited for that. So yeah, we're just gonna dive right into the news. We don't have I don't think we have a ton of news, but
there's always a ton of news, Jake.
We have some updates on the Genesis card. We have some health updates, but what we're going to talk about first is actually, before we dive into that, we should recognize Mr. Dr. Gerbs in the chat. Thank you so much, brother, for the super chat. Quick read this off. Madvacat, you already know. Check out Going Postal Lavender, Sage and Vanilla. That's interesting. Scent of Dylan, aka Swoggle. Postal. Also originals, Evergreen Forest. It's got pine, cedar, and citrus, and winter pipe, tobacco, peppermint, and sandalwood. Happy New Year, all. Good night. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Gerbs.
Thank you.
Always good to hear about the new scents that are coming out. Or is it scents? Yeah, I guess you could say it's scents. It's not flavors. Yeah, sense would be the proper thing. So yes, thank you, Dr.
Got any sense, J-Bone?
I got a couple left upstairs, not many.
They're rattling around,
right? Like ping pongs bouncing off of each other. All right, but yeah, Happy New Year, everyone coming in here. Happy New Year, and hope you guys had a good holiday, whatever you guys do celebrate. Christmas, Hanukkah, all of the above. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. I am finally on the mend. My wife is slowly, ever so slowly on the mend.
There you go.
Yeah. She reminds me every day that it's all my fault, and I just kind of, I just take it, because it is. I gave it to her, so.
You're the trouble.
I am the trouble. So yeah, let's start talking about some other trouble, Bill. There was an announcement from someone in NWA that his time in NWA, in said company, is wrapping up for the new year.
Yeah, he made that official today. Yesterday, there was a hint dropped from the same person that has been involved with the Righteous stuff. Like the Righteous, like they're their Tron video.
Okay.
Like you put out yet like kind of the stuff that they were filming for EC3, whatever this new endeavor he's going to be going into.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A certain nephew.
So yeah,
From
EC3 wrapping up his time at NWA. The question is, what is his future going to be for the new year? Could the time be right for him to officially come back to TNA? I say
right.
yes. What do you think, Bill?
I feel yes. Because he made that return during COVID where there were no fans, sadly.
Right.
So, and obviously it was more his control your narrative type character.
Yeah.
But I think that's the whole question. And I know during that era when I talked to him, like obviously that's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to go back to the EC3 type character.
Yeah.
However, obviously if you were to come back to TNA at this point, I almost think it would have to be an offshoot of it, not necessarily the same character, but some type of variation of that character.
Yeah.
Which once again, for the TNA fans, the long-term TNA fans, I think that would get quite a response because you got to remember, like he was the biggest heel in the company. Then there was a time where he was the most over face in the company during that era.
Is that when he was running for president?
Yeah, well, he was the most over heel even before that. But it all depends on what he wants to do.
Yeah,
because obviously he started the control your narrative with Braun Strowman, but then Braun Strowman went back to WWE and kind of left him on the lurch.
Well,
so that didn't pan out.
Same with Cross was in that too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was involved, but like kind of like once Braun left, it kind of all fell apart. But then he obviously through NWA, he has an NWA territory, and I don't know how that's Exodus Pro out of Cleveland. So I don't know if they're gonna still be affiliated with that, if he's still gonna run it. I'm not sure what's kind of like. There's other factors in there.
Yeah.
Like obviously he's done the WWE path, like because obviously he came like he was developmental WWE, came to TNA, and that was like the homegrown. Like that's kind of like where TNA really struck success when they turned him into EC3. Yeah. But then obviously he went back to WWE. Injuries, but also them not really knowing how to use them kind of happened. So I can't imagine him necessarily going back to WWE at this point. I don't think that would make sense. However, I know there's some people here. I saw like because of the Russo connection, maybe going to JCW. I don't see him going to JCW unless it's like a one-off or something. But at AEW just doesn't seem to make sense. Like, because I think the connection here at TNA is what he can utilize.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what you got to play off of. Heck, and if it involves a brief Dixie return, I'll be for that too. Get a little sweet Indi, just to kind of like hand them off. Like use like the real beef that like AJ has with him, AJ Styles. So you got like AJ Styles come back, and then you have like Dixie Carter be like, "Shut up, AJ! I told you to go years ago. Get out of here." And then you get the nephew to return. You do something. You can get creative.
That's wild. I don't need it. I know different people have different views on a sweet Auntie D. Dixie Carter. I'm good if she doesn't show up, but I know that was all very.
If you want to go really like EC3, yeah, that was his storyline.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like if you really kind of get into like his brief return during COVID or not. You could, but once again, like I think to really get the benefit of an EC3 return, you got to go back to the nephew days.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, you don't need Sweet Auntie, but that could help get it over.
Well, what is he going by since because I really haven't, like, I know I see little things, little clips here and there on NWA.
I think his main thing was like when he was like world champion in NWA, like the Overman, like kind of was his thing.
But what was he referred to as?
Well, he was still EC3, but
he
like,
still EC3?
Like,
okay,
but like he was like the Overman.
Okay.
So like it was kind of more of a spin-off of the Control Your Narrative character, which was similar to what we saw the last time in TNA, which would be good, but it all depends. And I know there's people in the chat, and I know I've heard it today already, where there's a lot of people like that are very doubt, like, and obviously you go to NWA, like they really don't get a lot of recognition. So they're not giving like EC3, honestly, the respect for the TNA history he has.
Yeah.
Now, once again, if people are coming in here thinking like, well, EC3 is going to come in and be pushed for the world champion, I don't imagine that. However, I think could he be the new member of the system with his connection to Moose?
Oh, that's a
That'd
possibility.
Be awesome.
Because there was no, I mean, we'll get into the show in a little bit, but they didn't really hint at anything,
Not tonight.
They hinted at a change of the guard, saying, hey, time's winding down. They talked about having one more match, and I think that's what's going to happen next week. Or it's either going to happen next week or it's going to happen on the debut.
It would make sense to save a lot of that stuff for the debut.
Or
the back-to-back, that or Albuquerque, because you've got back-to-back live shows.
I think it is going to be next week. And that's the one that they talked about, Slater, Cedric Alexander, and the Hardys versus the 4.
Well, yeah, it's like the system's last ride with Jada.
Right, the last dance, yeah, all together, yeah. Yeah, I think that's... and...
like, I think everyone here knows my affinity for EC3.
Oh, yeah.
So I will always promote, like just like when Tessa wasn't here, I was always an advocate of bringing her back. I will always be an advocate of like Moose, Eddie Edwards, Rosemary. These are people in my mind that should have an open door to this company.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like EC3, he was the guy.
Yeah.
Like anytime you can get the face of a franchise on the roster in any role. And once again, at this point, I don't think he's like, but you never know. You got to see the reaction. But like those TNA people from back then, you'll get a strong response.
Yeah.
Like now, some of the more casual fans that may have come up maybe during the NXT relationship or something like that, they might not have a huge reaction to EC3. So you'd have to introduce them right, reintroduce them for people that don't know the history.
Here's a nice little idea. I'd be for this. Get two in-ring veterans that maybe necessarily don't have history together, as far as I know. But I'd like to see this little Silver from the Twitch.
Yeah, the amount of new matches and feuds that because EC3, like he did that run with Moose.
Oh, but
yeah. He has almost no history with most people on the roster.
No, it's a completely different company. It's basically a different company 100%.
Yeah, other than obviously like the Hardys. He was very connected to the Hardy storylines.
Yeah.
Back then.
Because
they were the guys. It was pretty much EC3, the Hardys, it was still Kurt Angle, Gail Kim, Awesome Kong. Like this was kind of like that was the roster.
Yeah, it was the old guard still, or what was left of it, because a lot of people were just leaving around that time. And I'm talking about like Samoa Joe, Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles. By the way, speaking of Kazarian, King Kaz, if you will, go listen to or watch the latest interview from Chris Van Vliet. I believe it dropped this morning. and I listened to a majority of it today. Good stuff. Good stuff. Love Kaz. He's he's it's funny, he's we boo him, his character on TNA, but listening to him in this interview, he's very quiet, he's very simple, he's very humble, um, and think some people forget he's been all over the place, in his career, and it's lasted a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a really good interview, and it goes way back to how he started, how he got with TNA, his short brief time with WWE back in the mid 2000s, and then coming back, talks about his time in AEW. It's the full spectrum. So yeah, it's very interesting. Go check it out.
Agreed. Can't go
So
wrong.
now, besides EC3, and of course, some people are still talking about Jericho, and I already threw my hat in the ring as far as how I would book that. Have you heard about anything else as far as any other names being tossed around out there, possibilities to come to TNA this year?
I think there's a number of possibilities out there.
Okay.
But it'd be tough to narrow it down to I wouldn't say there's any givens out there that seem like they're locks for TNA. I think there's a possibility of some. I know more and more is out there that like Jericho, but it does seem like he probably he's definitely going to show up at WWE. It's just would he show up here as well?
Yeah.
I'm starting to get away from that because I almost feel if you don't see him at the debut, you're not going to see him. Because that's a thing you kind of hold for the debut. If he doesn't show up there, then I don't see much of a point then. So probably not. Other free agents, like I guess there is a possibility of Cross at some point. Because I do feel like you're probably going to get a debut or two. Now they could be of different, like there could be a main event type debut, but then there could just be another person. So once again, I don't think they're going to like all of a sudden introduce 5+ names to the roster. I think you'll get one or two. That's kind of how they work things. Right. So maybe you get somebody at the debut, somebody at Genesis. We'll see. Or they might wait. Like maybe they'll have someone debut at Albuquerque since it's another live show.
Right. Yeah, spread it out. Don't just throw all. Don't throw all the ingredients in immediately. Let it simmer and add stuff later.
Yeah. You don't want to go too hard.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't really heard about any other free agents. I haven't heard about any like hot indie names that are looking for a home or anything like that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Just rewinding back to NWA, I did hear that the Good Brothers just debuted on NWA. So congrats to them for that.
I think they're always a possibility, but I just don't know.
Yeah. I don't see them coming back. I could see someone showing up from the WWE, as part of like the partnership, possibly an AJ Styles somewhere in there. I don't know.
Yeah, it all depends. It feels like I would agree with you as of like a couple years ago. I wouldn't think they'd come back, but now like I see them on just like all the random indie shows. Yeah. So I feel at this point, like when Scott D'Amore brought him in, like he was paying them huge money.
Yeah.
I just don't think they command it anymore. So,
yeah.
And honestly, the main reason is because of AJ.
Yeah.
Because if AJ wants his boys here when he's doing an angle, then you do it.
Oh, you know what? I did hear about 2 other names, and I'll throw them out real quick. I just remembered. I don't know if there's any weight behind them, so I'm just throwing them out there. One was formerly with TNA for a while because we had that relationship with New Japan.
Okay.
But one name is
it's in the chat. David Finlay.
Yeah. Oh, David Finlay, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other is Clark Connors, I believe his name is.
Yep.
So I'd be all for David Finlay.
Yeah, no, Fin Juice was fun during that time.
Yeah. Yeah, of course we wouldn't get Fin Juice because Juice is in AEW.
Where all New Japan talents go to collect paychecks.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, he could join him there. He could start fresh in TNA and do something. I feel like that's someone that TNA could really help grow into something new and original, and maybe start his own thing. Obviously he can't do Bullet Club because he had his own part of the Bullet Club. What was it? The War Dogs? Is that what it was?
I think so. They sadly have let the they became beyond NWO levels with the Bullet Club.
Well,
with variations.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like you go back a handful of years or whatever, they had Tama Tonga and Tongaloa as God, the Gorillas of not Destiny. Destruction.
Oh, yeah, they were Gorilla.
Was it?
Gorillas of Destiny.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course they're together in the WWE now. But yeah, there were all sorts of little groups here and there in the Bullet Club, and that extended into TNA for a time. Well, I tell you, you look at old footage of Tala Tonga, and man, he was a toothpick compared to what he is now. He is just a beefcake right now. Holy cow! The darn near 7-footer.
Yeah, and then there's another great New Japan guy, Naito. That's I saw. He showed up at Noah. He moved companies.
Oh, he did. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
I was a big fan of Naito.
In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, WWE's been doing some stuff with Noah lately.
They have.
Didn't Regal's kid, Charlie Dempsey, go there for a little bit?
Oh, Charlie Dempsey.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I know we were talking about it on the holiday show, the Christmas edition.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I should say, because we were talking about him then, Zilla Fatu, I think, is a real possibility.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally forgot about him. Sorry. But yeah, there was a fourth, what's it called? Fourth row?
Fourth rope.
Fourth rope.
Damn. Yeah, we've already seen Zilla Fatu as part of that. But yeah, I could see Zilla Fatu becoming an official roster member.
There was a fourth rope sign in on TV tonight in the front row. So yeah, I think Zilla Fatu it'd be great to have him. A lot of people just assume that he's just automatically going to WWE. I know there's rumors about him joining Jacob Fatu when he returns. So I don't know.
I'm sure at some point we'll be there.
Yeah, I have no doubt. I feel like it's his destiny, you know. I think
It's
he just
density.
his density. Yes, there's there's a great Back to the Future line. And then who's that other guy that showed up with them? I should say last year. It's hard to think of it as being last year, but it was last year. The the guy that looked like Sid Justice. Who's that?
Oh yeah, Josh Bishop.
Yeah,
Be a fan of that.
I feel like I look at who TNA used to have back in the day, from the mid 2000s to the early 2010s, and they were always real good at having some kind of a few different like monster size guys on their roster. And I think back to like Matt Morgan. Man,
the blueprint.
Blueprint was awesome. And I feel like it's time for TNA to get a few more of those. And I think Bishop could be one of those guys. They got
He'd be on my
Agent
short
Zero.
list. He'd be on my short list, no doubt.
They got Agent Zero, but he's kind of tucked away in Ali's group right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not. I mean, we talked about him being a breakout star in 2026, but he's got to have more singles matches, and I feel like that's going to take a bit, But I think it's eventually going to happen. But if they want to bring in someone and kind of really,
No, and I think we talked about on the last show, for those that weren't able to make it with the holidays. But like I'm expecting a huge breakout year for Mance Warner this year.
Oh yeah,
and you can put Mance Warner in matches with any of these guys.
Sure,
tear the house down.
Yeah, from grappling to just tearing stuff up, hardcore style. Getting extreme.
So. Yeah, no, there's a lot. There's a lot of good talent. Obviously, there's some names out there. There's some big names, but once again, you got to always be careful when you're looking at that, because just because you got this new deal, there's some benefit to some names, but you got to be careful. You don't want to spend all your money and get yourself into trouble. But then you want to develop people. You want to develop your own people, and you saw Leon Slater, like a great showing of that. So you want to continue to do that with some talents. So a lot of stuff going on.
And I think like what we saw on the show tonight with Bear Bronson, I've as much as I don't like seeing new faces get a title shot right off the bat, it felt a little different this time. It kind of can't, it was like, what? Like he drew the lottery, It's like,
well, he won the Battle Royale.
Well, that's what I mean. It's that's what I mean. He won the lottery. He won that match, and he got that opportunity. But now, where does he go? Is he really going to stick around? Is he part of? I mean, he seems to be pretty hyped about being a part of TNA.
I think he's at least around for like kind of what we see at times with TNA, the 3 month, the 6 month kind of let's test the waters together type deals.
Okay.
And I feel like that's what he's in right now.
Yeah.
It's like, let's see where we can go with this.
He's not,
but he's been killing it on the indies. I put nothing on the roster page.
Yeah.
I know there's a section of the TNA fan base that takes that as Bible. I never take the roster page because I think Susie and Sue Young were on that for like a year and a half since their last appearance. Usually it reflects TV storylines, but I'll never go by the roster page.
Yeah.
Because like then like dirt sheets that make you pay for them will act like when someone's eventually taken off of it, but they've been gone for 6 months, that was a breaking story. It's not.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, and well, there was a thing that we kind of went by for a while was someone would show up and people would be like, well, why aren't they on the roster page? And the answer is, well, they got to have at least a match or two before they throw them on the roster page.
That's usually what it would be. Like they're like now established on TV. Bam,
Right.
you're on the roster page.
I'm like, well, he was in the Battle Royal. He had his match with Kaz. Why is he not on the roster page? You know, so, but, you know, it could be a thing where he's just, hey, let's bring you in for these tapings. Let's get started with the new year and see where it goes. So,
and especially with the holidays and the new year, I'd really put even less stock in the roster page and web updates. Like if we get to the AMC debut and Bear's not on the roster page, then it might not be might not be looking good in the short term for Bear.
Yeah,
because I got to imagine around the AMC debut, it's going to be pretty accurate.
Here's
oh, there we go.
It's Mr. Mendoza. Says, have a wonderful New Year to all TNI fam. Greetings from your Filipino fam in Antarctica.
Love it.
Is that the guy that said he was working on the cruise ship?
I think so. I can't imagine we have more than one person talking about Antarctica on. If we have that kind of reach with Antarctica, then we might have to go remote from there at some point, J-Bone.
Well, I know for a while there was Nigeria was a hot spot that we started seeing people pop up from, especially on the Facebook page, because I'd see new people pop up and I'd see where they're from, and it was always Nigeria. But anyways, number one in Antarctica and number one in your hearts.
That's how it should be.
So yeah, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and we obviously did not go live on this past Tuesday, because Moose sadly did not come out on top in his match. But that makes me think even more, J-Bone, that this Tuesday, I know they're now getting opinions of people from both rosters on who's going to take that NXT title. I think Leon's going to do it, J-Bone.
If they're going to ramp this up and do stuff like that, well, put it this way. I just want to rewind for a second. As soon as I started watching NXT and the first thing I saw was Moose coming out, I'm like, he ain't winning it. He ain't winning. No, it ain't happening. And well, trust me, I wanted it. I was very excited about the match because I'm like, did they face off before when Paige was in TNA before? I couldn't remember. So I couldn't remember if this was the first time or if it's first time in a long time. I couldn't remember, but nonetheless, I was very excited about it. But it didn't necessarily have to be the main event.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I saw they were like first out, I'm like, oh, no. I don't see them booking this first and having Moose win. It just didn't make sense in my head. But the match was fun. The match was a lot of fun. What did you think about that?
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. Good showing by Moose, obviously. But yeah, we knew there was definitely they both weren't gonna take titles. And it felt like it was leading up to Leon's, but once again, that does not hurt. Like Moose being in a featured title match on NXT TV on CW. I think that's how this is going to go both ways. Like, and I know there was once again a large segment of the fan base not happy. Like, hey, why aren't we winning a title or something? Now it's going to matter because the amount of the eyeballs.
Oh
Like when
yeah.
you're talking, I know there's been some of like the low, like the average rating that AMC's kind of gets is like in that 200,000 range. So if they just, and once again, I think they're gonna get higher than the average rating,
Oh
especially for
yeah.
these early episodes. So you're talking a good chance of maybe near 300,000 people watching. WWE is going to be happy to have uh, their best performers and titles on that show. And once again, you're getting to potentially some viewers you don't get already since they're not on AMC.
Oh yeah. And vice versa. They're going to be excited about having their stars also on AMC.
Yeah.
Um
Which just made the joke of these people that said they were in the know that like, oh, the relationship wasn't going to be here anymore, which was never the case. Anybody that knew anything knew that wasn't happening.
oh, that it was
But
already done. Yeah.
yeah, that was already done, that they were using their out clause. But yeah, you have Moose featured in a match, then Leon Slater featured in a match. Obviously, Stax has the international title. So nothing's adding up. A lot of egg on the face, but they'll be like, oh, plans change. The old out.
The wind shifted. Yeah.
Just own up. You were throwing stuff against the wall.
Oh, they always do that. It's just to get clicks and
It's all clickbait. It's all clickbait.
make shit up. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I'm very excited about it. I know TNA is 100% behind the hype of Leon Slater. WWE is even very excited about him. That's why they're bringing him in so much. Mm-hmm. And I don't look at it as, people are like, oh, they're gonna buy his contract out. He's gonna be gone within the first few months of this year. I don't know. No, I don't see that.
Nah, like, could it be after this year? Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
But yeah, like he's gonna be here all this year.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it will depend. Like the more he's there, the more like kind of same thing with Joe Hendry. They're gonna Jordan Grace. They're gonna almost like if they think at some point, oh, it's gonna be more beneficial to help us, then that's a conversation that may happen. But yeah, it's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
The kid's a kid.
He is. He's very young. He's great on the mic. He speaks a lot. It seems like he speaks a lot from the heart.
Yes.
And
once again, there's companies that wouldn't have given him the mic.
Oh yeah.
Like TNA, like as they were slowly like doing in ring, they weren't giving him the mic. But then like it's almost like they were like, all right, we're gonna trust you to use the mic, and he's ran with it. So once again, people like to go hard on TNA on things. Like that's not a lot of companies would do that, and they did that, and everyone's seeing the benefits of it.
Right. Well, especially when he started getting recognition from guys like the Hardys. Mm-hmm. If you're sticking him on TV with the Hardys,
I'll give him that rub.
You gotta give him the mic. You gotta give him that chance to just say a little something, because they're gonna guide him. Other people are gonna guide him. Is he gonna be out there cutting a 10-minute promo? No, he's gonna keep it short. He's gonna keep it.
And no one should be cutting 10-minute promos.
I'm just saying, that's some people are good at standing in the ring and taking up time and eating up the clock.
That's part of that. That's what it is. That's part of
good heels.
Got to be able to.
Yeah, and a perfect example is look how far Kaz has come over the years. As good as he was back in the days of the X division just blossoming with CM Punk, AJ Styles, even before Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Elix Skipper.
Shane.
Yeah, Michael Shane. Yeah, just Amazing Red. And Kaz, as good as he was, he says in the interview, he's like, I wasn't ready for the big time or anything like that because he just didn't have that level of charisma yet. I mean, there's a presence you can have when you're walking down the ring, like, oh, look at this guy. He's ready.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that
but
think you can just get that off of in-ring ability.
Yeah,
I'll only get you so far in this business.
exactly, and that's what he said in the interview. He's like, it takes a lot more than that. So
like it will get you to a spot, but just like what you're doing in the ring, it's a spot. To be the full package, you got to be the full package, and that's why. And I know people don't like it because the internet, especially, has become the work rate. It's all about work rate. Work rate's something, and it can definitely lead into a lot of things.
right,
and you need that on your roster. You do need some work rate because it is wrestling, but it's professional wrestling. That's why a lot of top guys in companies, people will be very divisive on because they'll be like, oh, they don't work, or they do 5 moves of doom, or they do this. But you know what they do? They can talk. They can tell a story. They can sell merchandise. They put butts in seats. They get people to watch.
Right.
And I know like a lot of times, yeah, that's a nice spot for a live crowd. But a person on TV, they might go ooh and ah for a second, and then they don't care. So there really is levels to it. So you want to be well-rounded, but that other stuff goes a heck of a lot further than in-ring. It ain't all about in-ring. That will get you to a certain spot, and it's great to have it.
Yeah.
Because that's how you can accomplish everything if you have the in-ring ability.
Yeah.
But if you can't do the other stuff, you're going to always have a ceiling.
All right. Yeah. So, anything else before we jump into?
Well, I know it was announced on, I guess what, I guess they still call it Ring of Honor TV or Honor Club, whatever. But Madison Rayne, obviously, very decorated TNA wrestler of the past. Announced her retirement.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that Mrs. Goat to you?
Mrs. Goat to everyone.
Because I know you called
Josh is the goat.
Got Josh, yeah.
I got my Josh Goat shirt up and folded up in the drawer. But yes,
I got a brawler.
There you go. I got a brawler, Josh. Support the goat.
So she announced her retirement. Interesting.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know she had not been doing a lot of in-ring. She's been mainly working behind the scenes with them. But definitely you want to at least acknowledge because obviously the other beautiful I would say probably the third beautiful person, like obviously with Lacey Von Erich as well. But she obviously held her own, became
I don't
like much more of a fill-in.
I'm just saying, no. That's like saying Brooke Hogan was part of the Divas. I mean, Knockouts division.
Oh, come on, Brooke.
No.
Great angles back then, though. Come on. I was during the Aces and Eights era. Come on.
Okay. She was gonna get married to she was getting married to Bully, and yes, I remember that. But beyond that, that was
although you know what? I think looking back, I'd say they had some direction, but I think she was probably underutilized in TNA, Brooke Hogan. I think she had potential to do more.
I think so.
And I think that's more because like Hogan, like Nick talked about maybe getting in the wrestling again. It's like, come on, Nick. It ain't happening, buddy. No. Like Brooke was the one. She was of the Hogan children, the one that could do something in this business.
Yeah.
But she'd rather been in music, so it was probably never going to get there with her interest level. But it is what it is.
Yeah. And now she's just quietly living her life, Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
So, Mayor says Kiera Hogan just got engaged to Diamante.
She did.
Congrats to her on that. Obviously, you know, we jokingly say, you know, no relation to Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Kiera Hogan come back someday, but as long as she's healthy and happy in AEW, more power to her.
Is she technically still signed? I have no clue these days.
I don't know
Who signed and not signed. So
I don't know.
But
so. All right. Too much slower.
I was waiting for Critical Sting to say that. Well, because she was, for the most part, just like an authority figure. And when I say that, but once again, that could have been her, like, if she wanted to get more like in ring to be a performer type one, I think she could have had a very high ceiling by obviously being Hogan's daughter. Like, look at what all these other daughters of top wrestlers have been able to pull. Like, she had the look. She had the size.
Sure.
Like she could have done it, but I don't think her heart was in actually doing it in the ring.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by underutilized.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She had the potential to be the Hogan name.
She at least was surrounded by a good crop of knockouts that could have helped her.
Yeah. Although I do want to also, because we talked about an engagement there, one of our favorites is engaged. Announced her engagement today.
Oh.
Tessa.
Oh, okay.
So, congrats.
She's I was trying to remember who she was with. It's someone that's under a mask in Mexico, a wrestler.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever actually seen him.
Esfinge from CMLL. Esfinge. I don't know the right pronunciation of it.
Okay.
But congrats to the couple.
Oh, yeah. Everyone deserves some kind of love. So, yeah. If she's happy, she's healthy, more power to her. It's great.
Maybe a big year for Tessa, starting off with a bang.
I think it will be. I think the fact that you've got Robert Stone, you've got Victoria Crawford.
The only negative.
You got what Robert Stone?
Robert Stone.
Oh, come on. He's got the
I just want the storyline to end with Tessa just like beating his ass.
Kicking him in the.
Oh, here we go. Look, Critical Sting helping us out here. Esfinge. Esfinge. Thank you.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? Okay.
Yeah.
I've never even seen the name, so okay.
I appreciate that, Critical.
I saw a picture of him like hiding his face on her Instagram or something to that effect. So, okay.
Closest I can get to proper phonetics.
There you go.
Thank you. Good, sir.
Hooked on phonics. Beautiful.
It worked for J-Bone. It can work for you.
Yeah. I even did well in penmanship. Cursive.
Oh, you're a cursive man.
Yeah. I mean, my cursive is
kid
horrible,
show. Watch a cursive, J-Bone. It's a kid show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no cursive thing.
But J-Bone, it's New Year's Day.
It is.
And how do we celebrate, J-Bone? TNA. Impact.
We did get some TNA Impact tonight. Brand new year. It's a fresh start, starting in 2 weeks on a new network. Plug in the AMC, and man, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
I am excited too.
You know,
we'll talk about it because it's alluded to during the show. But man, could Mr. Elegance be EC3?
Oh,
another way.
That'd be interesting.
So
I
The
don't see.
possibilities are endless.
I don't
See
I mean,
EC3 being Mr. Elegance.
I don't see it, but I know he has a level of confidence that he does.
I could see him. I could see him trying to pull that off. Like go like an old school superstar Graham, Jesse Ventura look. Get a boa.
Oh,
Oh, come on, EC3 with a boa.
boa. Do a
Some
little
funny sunglasses, big hat.
no big hat, no.
Pimp EC3.
Did you say pimp EC3? Oh my lord.
I almost think a Mr. Elegance could have a pimpish quality to him.
I don't know. that worries me because then he's stuck in that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm all for the ideas.
Yeah. Let's get him in the door first, and then they can. There's kidnap him.
Favorite of mine. We were just talking about Robbie E, who I want to give the boot to. Bring back Jesse, Mr. Spectacular, to be
Jesse
Mr.
Goddard's.
Just have him walking around. Oh, Jesse, that'd be great.
And then have him like accidentally back up into a Matt Cardona, and they both start doing like a mirror thing.
There you go. I'm for it.
The Woo Woo Brothers or something. I don't know. Take care. Comb your hair. All right. Let's jump into tonight's TNA.
Let's do it.
We're starting out with some knockouts action here. We got the Elegance brand, M and Heather by Elegance, with the Concierge, of course, out there versus the Angel Warriors. Saya Brookside and Ying Lee. And this starts out pretty even, Steven, until we get an attack, and I don't think the ref saw it. I'm pretty sure the ref didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't think the ref saw this one.
Dani Luna.
She's causing havoc left and right.
She is. She's you talk about somebody controlling their narrative. It's Dani Luna. See what I did there? She attacked Ying Lee, and then that caused I'll say the upset, as far as the Elegance brand winning.
Well, you are talking about the Knockouts Tag Team of the Year, Jada.
Well, yeah, they are, but
one is the Knockouts World Champion currently.
Correct. Yeah. So you got, they're both up there. They both have a lot of potential. Neither of them have the Knockouts tag titles, though.
They do not.
But in this case, it's going to be more focused on, I feel like the tag match was just kind of a distraction for us to get Dani Luna out there attacking Ying Lee, which is fine. It worked,
She's causing troubles.
I feel like this is another match that's going to get announced within the next week for Genesis. What do you think, Bill? Well, and what did you think about the match?
No, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, and this is kind of what we said. We wanted Dani Luna to be a bull in a china shop. We wanted her just to go around causing problems. The heel turn has worked wonders for her. The hardcore stuff. No, she's shown a whole different side, and I think that's there. Like she's definitely like waiting in line right now to like she like watch out. Like she could be like I know a lot of people will think like they thought she should have already won the Knockouts title, but it feels like she's on the brink unless we get a surprise. Like unless somebody else kind of jumps the line, it feels like it's Danny Luna's title. She's got to get that title.
It could be. It could be. And she's, and she had to, I feel like she had to have that time as a tag team, tag team partner with Jody Threat to really, just to get to that level.
Yeah. And remember, like we started seeing Danny Luna back, and she was more like just the valet that occasionally wrestled when we first started seeing her.
Right, because she would come out with what's that group again?
With Mandrews and company.
Yes. Mandrews, the I can't think of what the name of the team was.
Subculture.
Thank you. From the UK, yeah. So a lot of people just expected like all three to get signed. We didn't get that.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, that was during the time where they were definitely having visa issues. Because they were only like when they did have the belts, it was just for Canada. So
that's right.
Yeah, it was an interesting booking at the time.
It was.
They put titles on people that couldn't go to the US.
Yeah.
I think they thought it was going to get cleared up, and it didn't get cleared up. I think it is now cleared up.
Could be.
Because I know they did some US states after the fact, so it should be fine now. But yeah, that was a weird dynamic back then. And they were doing a ton of shows in Canada, so they were probably like, "Oh, you can miss that loop and that loop," but that's never a good thing when you're missing loops as a champion. You're like, I use that same standard for everybody. Like, like if your champion can't go on loops, that's tough.
Right.
Like if obviously you see the issue with the Hardys when they would go to Canada, where at least one could go though. So you didn't have to abandon storylines.
Right.
But yeah, just once again though, but that's how we saw Danny Luna, other than occasional matches. Like she really wasn't in the ring often. Yeah. So then obviously to then go into her own tag team with Jody Thread and to where she is now, like once again, that's a heck of a rise that I think is definitely going to culminate in a title.
Yeah.
Although who knows? Like they're going to Albuquerque, right? That's the live show after the debut. Who's from that area? That's doing, we talked about the other day, doing media upcoming there.
That's
Marisade.
Oh yeah, she's doing.
We all think's going to be a future champion. Could she get the rocket ship and win on a live show?
Possibly.
Maybe they do like a multiple knockout match for the title, and she's in it. All kinds of. Oh yeah, and we haven't even talked about her new name, Doomsday Danny Luna.
Oh yeah,
when you get that means something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something they're going to throw on a T-shirt. They referenced it again today because that's what she screamed in that promo at the end of the episode a week or two ago. Yeah, saying I am the Doomsday, or she said something to that effect. Yeah.
Good stuff.
So yeah. Doomsday, Danny Luna. And that's got a ring to it. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some good creative.
Yeah. It's not like she hasn't evolved or anything and they just stuck that on her. So it's like, what are we doing with this? No, she has.
Which we sometimes see. Like sometimes people will get something and there's nothing they can really do with it. So but this feels like a good fit. So.
Yeah. Yeah, she has surpassed the tag team partnership. She has broken away from Jody Threat. And because it really felt like when that started to slowly crumble on TV, it's like, okay, who is gonna be the one to rise above this storyline? And she did it. She's done it. She is doing it. So all right. So then next we get Gia Miller. And she goes into Santino Morella's office, and man, he is just he's not there. Like he's there, but he's not there.
He's in a dark spot right now. He's in a dark space.
He is. This whole thing
His
with
little
his
girl
family,
turned on him, Jada.
Yeah.
The Morella family's falling apart.
This whole thing with his daughter turning on him and now being engaged to someone who has, I mean, there's all sorts of, it's family related, it's business related, it's all of the above. So it's hitting him on all these different levels. Like, it's not just personal, it's job related. So yeah. His future son-in-law has the international title, which apparently there's going to be a match next week
with Macklin.
That is one of the things that is scheduled, but we'll see what happens.
Well, speaking of Macklin, J-Bone, I will say, because he just did an interview, Macklin. Now, once again, I don't think it was close, but since Steve brought it up, he said in talking to Scott D'Amore at the time, when they were supposedly, Scott was making it seem like there was a real chance that Punk was coming to TNA.
Oh.
Now, once again, what Scott thought was a real chance, I don't know if it was a real chance, but if it happened, Macklin was going to be his feud to start. Which at the time makes a ton of sense, because Macklin was that guy you had to go through. He was a gatekeeper at the time.
Okay.
So that makes sense that it would have been Macklin. So, but that just came out news-wise. So
that's interesting.
Now, once again, how close was it? I think Scott may have been more of a bargaining chip. He may have been getting played there a little bit on it really happening, but
yeah.
But it is interesting. It is interesting.
Is that when he was like showing up, and he was just backstage before he went?
Yeah, like when he showed up in Chicago and stuff.
Okay.
When I had to point him out to you. That's Phil Brooks, the guy that lost to Mickey Gale.
We're both practically first in line, and we're waiting to get into the building. And was it Bound for Glory weekend? I think it was.
It was the year of the 3 sets. I think you're wearing the shirt, right?
I am. It's a shirt.
So it was one of those. I can't tell you which one it was. It was probably Bound for Glory weekend now.
Because I think it was getting a little cooler out. Yeah. And I think he had a hoodie on, and I think we all had jackets on. So yeah, I think it was. And we were literally a couple seconds away from entering the building in Chicago, the Cicero Stadium. And then a guy kind of jumped in front of us, put his hand up like, hey, hang on. It's kind of like directing traffic. And you pointed next to me, and I looked, and here comes Punk with someone escorting him in. Could have reached out and touched him. He was that close. And I'm just like,
J-Bone's jaw was down.
What
was that thing? Catching flies.
I caught several flies. Oh my God. I'm like, that was CM Punk.
It's like, forget him. You're going to see Mike Tenay.
And I'm like, well, yeah, this is true. I did get to talk to to Mike today, and he warmly held my hand during the conversation.
There you go.
And then Trent was there too, and that was nice. We all shared a moment.
There you go.
But Mike Tenay is not CM Punk, Bill. I'm just saying.
Oh, he's better. I know. He would have put up a fight against Mickey Gale.
The only thing Mike Tenay had on Mickey Gale was that tan. Tenay had $1 million tan that night.
Did have a nice tan.
And a nice suit. But anyways, back to the show.
Professor.
Oh, man. But yeah, so Santino looking quite forlorn, very upset. Just, you can tell he's not, like I said, he's there, but he's not there. He's got a lot of stuff on his mind. He hands a slip of paper to Gia saying, hey, could you give this to so-and-so? She's like, okay, will do.
Will do.
And he's just staring past the camera like a zombie. But then we get the announcement that next week we're getting Stax versus Macklin. We touched on that. And then we also get some updates to the Genesis card. There's going to be an X Division 3-way. So Slater is going to be defending his X Division title against Cedric Alexander and Moose.
The former champion.
Yeah. And it's been interesting. There's been that little, and I say little because it hasn't been something that's broken out into a massive fight in the ring or backstage area. The only thing that it's mounted to was a little difference of opinion backstage between Cedric Alexander and Moose. Now that can change over the next 2 weeks, and I kind of hope it does, because then it'll just add to the, okay, why are we throwing these guys in there? Okay, well let's make it matter. We got the next 2 weeks.
You're raising the stakes. Raising the stakes.
Yeah. Why is Moose going to get it? Okay, well, okay, so he gets his rematch. Why is Cedric Alexander going to get it? Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for. So, right. And in the meantime, we as fans can just salivate over it. We are also getting Ali versus Elijah.
Oh, the return of Elijah.
And I believe they said it's a horse on a pole match. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
there could be a horse there, J-Bone.
If it's a horse on a pole, we're in trouble.
They fly that horse in for games.
Oh, man. Are you saying that horse has travel miles?
He's a horse. Of course, J-Bone.
Oh, okay. All right. Like his cousin, Mr. Ed. All right. But yeah, but now they, in the same breath, I'm just going to throw this in here. Shortly thereafter, we did get the injury report, and I know I'm jumping ahead here.
Bioflex.
By Bioflex, yes. Thank you, Bioflex. It says Elijah is not cleared.
Well, not yet.
Well, I'm just saying, is he going to be cleared in the next 2 weeks?
My guess is by booking the match, they're anticipating he will be ready. But it could come down to the last minute. He might not. It's something to keep an eye on. He might not be able to go. Next week's injury report will be key.
As long as Elijah stays away from Order 4. Because that's been the only thing that's kept him out of the ring.
Yeah. Special Agent Zero could be causing some problems.
Oh, just the whole crew.
Hotch! Skylar!
Even Tasha, they're all just going to take turns whacking them like a piñata with a guitar, So, who knows? Swag fan. Yeah, I gotta agree. That was a classic moment. Ali.
Oh yes, and if anyone missed it, J-Bone saw the match
Yes,
from Final Resolution.
I
The tag
finally
match.
watched it. It was in the words of Bobby Roode. It was glorious. It
I
was
thought you were going to say it was the it factor.
Oh no.
Well, Special Agent Zero after that match, he could be the it factor.
That was his
Looked like the it
first.
factor.
That was his first step in really shining in that group. Up until now, he's just been okay. Somebody ran into a fist or somebody ran into a boot. You know.
This is the first time I saw Special Agent Zero.
There you go.
The border brawl.
Yes. So
he was not Special Agent Zero then.
And I think I'll have to, you know, and like I've said this for years. Do your due diligence to go find out about these guys. Go check out some indie matches on YouTube or whatever. And
I'll tell you that I can't help it, J-Bone. Gary's just said,
oh no,
a JBL clothesline from Hell in a Pole match. I'll tell you, I know JBL came out and said pretty much they just, because of people changing in the company, they just abandoned it. Give me the closure. You're in Texas. Have JBL clothesline somebody and close the storyline. Close the loop.
Yeah, but he can't even do that now because
what? I thought JBL was getting a ring ready.
But considering
he can always clothesline somebody.
Considering who he was helping, that person who he was kind of helping,
Nick,
is not even around. Oh no, not Nick. Well, we thought it was Nick, but then it wasn't Nick.
Who was he helping? Joe Hendry? No, yeah. I don't think it was ever determined who he was helping.
Well, because that was like the last thing that happened.
It was Ryan Nemeth he took out. But I don't know. I think you can still interweave a storyline with him and Nick Nemeth.
I think it's too far gone. But it's a new year, Bill. It's 2026. Can't go backwards. But I mean,
I like closing loops. It's
true. Yeah. Like Stranger Things did on the finale.
Are you caught up on that too, J-Bone?
I am. Oh yeah, I watched it that night.
Okay, I was at the movie theater watching it.
Oh, that's right. They did put that in the movie theater.
Yeah.
How was the response in the movie theater for that?
It was very good. That was a good way to watch it because everyone was very invested. Like there were literally people like sitting on the edge of their seats. It's
I was going to say
TNA, like literally like barely on their seat, and just like going back and forth with our guy Steve. Oh man, there were people.
Oh, there was
nervousness in the crowd.
No spoilers for those of people. Yeah.
Although I'll tell you what, and the problem is another reason I wanted to be there. If you're on any kind of social media, you can't avoid anything.
Oh yeah.
Like hopefully if you haven't watched it yet and plan to, like you better get it done ASAP because like it's everywhere. People aren't even bothering.
Like my daughter I talked to my daughter this morning, wished her a happy new year, and she said that she was having friends over today, kind of a post hangover party, like, hey, if you don't have any plans, you're just kind of come on over, we're making soup. And then they were going to have watch that as part of it,
That's the thing. I think, like, once again, like, we're talking just last night, and it feels like if you haven't watched it by now, like, you're almost it's on you at this point. And that's like such a short shelf life. Like, I knew it was going to be quick, but it's like maybe you can get into a little bit of tomorrow. Yeah. But if you try going to this weekend, like, you're going to get burned. So.
Yeah,
but
unless you're guaranteed being at work.
Just being dark on everything.
Right.
But Critical Sting, this is kind of where I was with it. My theory still remains that he wasn't helping any specific person. He only showed up in world title matches where somebody tried to cheat, interfere. So he was like the rule of law.
That's true. He was.
If he had the outside of the Iron Man match with Josh Nemeth, he always showed up to clothesline the cheating heels and Joe Hendry for laying hands on him.
Yeah.
So even Joe got a piece of it. So we'll see. Like I said, not that I think like JBL should be a big. Like I have a feeling like they actually had a big idea for him. Like I think it was going to involve a match and all that. However, I'm not saying it even needs to be that, but it's just like it was too featured of a storyline to just die. Like it was in what was it? 3 straight main events. It was in too many big pay-per-view type shows, and then you just say forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Kaz did get it too. So yeah, good call, Gary. Because
So
he was involved in those storylines too, as
so
a secondary figure.
So does he come back and help Mike Santana win? Is that what he does?
Maybe if there's some shenanigans, he could be the anti-shenanigan guy.
He could be.
So maybe on the AMC debut.
Yeah, I don't put a lot of weight behind it, but if you are going to wrap up something, that's where you got to do it.
Now, once again, I have no impression that they think they should, because once again, it was different people. Yeah. So that was a good enough reason to just say, forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah. However, it wasn't that long ago still. You're pretty much talking a year ago. This was like the most featured storyline in the company.
Yeah.
That never got resolved. There was a final resolution, J-Bone. I didn't get my resolution.
And does
New Year's.
And does Nick Nemeth insert himself in the match? He's the one that's doing all the media.
He could. Although he does. He always does. Like he's one of their main media guys.
It was Santana. Then all of a sudden for the Albuquerque, New Mexico stuff, it went over to Mara Sade and Nick Nemeth. And I was like, ooh.
Although Nick, since he's been with the company, he has been big on doing those. It's the Hardys, it's Macklin, it was Joe Hendry, obviously, but it Ash by Elegance, but it's interesting. Like obviously, Mara's connected. Like she has the local connection out there. But yeah, Curtis, I don't think we're seeing them. But once again, I like tidying up storylines.
I know.
And that it's in Texas. If it wasn't in Texas, I probably wouldn't even be suggesting it. But I feel JBL in Texas will get you pop too. That you don't get in other venues. Like you get some pop, but you're gonna get a bigger pop in Texas for JBL.
But that means he's gonna fly in from the Bermuda Triangle. And...
Everyone does, J-Bone. Come on.
Oh, Bill, let's be real. People go to the Bermuda Triangle and they don't come back.
So I guess that's where he's been this whole time since he never came back.
see, and part of me is still hates JBL because he took the title from Eddie Guerrero, excuse me. And, it's like, he's going to, he resides now in the Bermuda Triangle. Well, he should go there and never come back. So when he started showing up, I had a lot of mixed emotions. I'm like, that's Samanaga.
I like that you're letting things go, J-Bone.
I know it's only been 20 years. I'm trying, Bill. I'm really trying. All right, back to the show. Hometown Man versus Ali.
He's a hometown man.
Ali getting the win here. Of course, the odds are against him because Ali's crew is out there. Any thoughts on this match?
No. I like obviously when Ali's been on a roll with Order 4, like we talked about it, like the system won the faction of the year. However, Order 4 could have definitely also won that award because they were very strong, obviously, with Ali right at the top. So it felt like Ali was going to get this win, and he does get the win. But then, obviously, after the match, he couldn't just be satisfied with a win. So, so he gets the whole crew to start beating on the hometown man. But then we get Elijah, which is always good to see. But I'm hoping we get Elijah Ali. We need the match. We need to see, based on everything we saw, that aftermath, that could be a very good feud. Like, because once again, they haven't really done much physically other than trading guitar shots. So I think the match we could get something good here. Like this could be, we'll see. Like obviously it's gonna be tough to top Santana Ali, but they got some good momentum going here.
Yeah.
Like the horse thing is like a classic moment. Like that's something that will be replayed years from now on TNA footage.
The lasso from El Paso.
There you go.
And I did hear, I don't know if this was a slip or if he meant to do this, but Tom Hannafin referred to Hometown Man as he was getting into the ring as Cody Deaner. Has that been verified?
I don't believe that at all. They don't look anything alike.
Well, you know, I feel like the Hometown Man, I feel like his ears are bigger than Cody Deaner's, but could be like a mask thing, you know.
And have you heard the Hometown Man theme song? Those sweet vocals? I don't know if Cody Deaner could pull that off.
No, I think they got Tim McGraw for that one.
You don't believe that's the Hometown Man singing?
Yeah, or it could be a Jelly Roll. He's very popular, I hear, with the kids nowadays. Could be a Jelly Roll singing.
Jelly Roll with the kids. What are you drinking there, J-Bone? Is that
This is flavored water. That's it.
Flavored water. All right.
Yeah, that's.
Wasn't sure if you were still celebrating the New Year.
Oh no,
a little champagne or something already.
No bubbly here.
No bubbly.
No. The only thing outside of flavored water was an energy drink and a little bit of flu medicine that got the
quite a combination.
Bottle. Yeah. No alcohol in the flu medicine though. Yeah. Okay. Shot time. So yeah. Next, we get some NXT highlights. We already talked a little bit about that. Moose being unsuccessful against Ethan Page and getting the NXT North American title. Fun match. Little surprised. And the one thing that did kind of worry me is, now I don't think they touched on it on the show tonight because this is 2 days after that episode. But Moose looked pretty banged up in that ring. He was either selling something or he was banged up.
Could be.
Well, could have been just telling a story in the ring. I don't know, but he wasn't.
He took that shot off the steps.
Yeah,
it had to be a little sore, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Gary Rossetti saying that the Hometown Man is actually AC Romero.
Remember that there was never confirmation on who Suicide was during that time. People thought it was AC Baby. Nothing will beat Swinger Side.
I would tend to think it might be the return of Ba. No.
Oh, there you go.
Falaba.
Love
me some Falaba. I don't think there was anything else in the NXT highlights.
No, that was really the only official like kind of TNA storyline.
Next week is the New Year's Evil, right?
Yes,
And
Tuesday.
That's where Leon Slater's facing off against
Obafemi
for the NXT title.
And new.
That's going to be a big one. I mean, Obafemi's going to the main roster. That's a given. The promos are out there.
Yeah.
It just has to be determined now what show he's going to. Raw.
I'll tell you, I'm feeling SmackDown. So confident in Leon Slater potentially winning. I thought about maybe heading down to go see it in person, but with all the shows coming up, it's going to be a busy month.
Between Texas and Albuquerque. Yeah.
I'll take a left at Albuquerque.
Yeah, don't forget to take that left. So, all right, next we got more knockouts action. We got Jada Stone. We haven't seen Jada Stone in a bit. Indi Hartwell and Jody Threat. Nice little mix. Versus now, and they
before the match, we did have some backstage segments.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, the Rascals about the like they're all gonna what is it? They're all for the X division. They're all gonna fight to determine a spot in that. And then a promo with the NXT Outlaws. And it's now Ariana on the mic that she wants to get out of her father's shadow.
Okay.
So
I missed that. I must have.
And she talks about like Santino saying like, oh, like when she left, like she didn't hear from him about it. Like Travel told her that she was no longer needed on NXT. Like the reason for her turning on him. So.
Interesting.
So if you choose to believe what she was saying.
So she took her frustration out on her father.
Yeah, saying, "Hey, like you didn't tell me what was going on when TNA, like I had to hear from the Travel person I wasn't needed anymore."
Interesting.
So there's some Morello family dynamics going on.
Something happening. Okay.
We had some knockouts tag dynamics happening, J-Bone.
Yeah. So are they officially calling this group the Diamond Collective now?
Correct.
Because I hear that mentioned. They were saying that quite a bit a week or so ago.
Yeah. The Diamond Collective.
Diamond Collective. They actually had Tess, the singer. I didn't write down her name. I apologize.
Crystal Poppin.
There you go. She was back, and
El Paso's own.
Oh, well, that makes sense that she was down there. She did Tessa's entrance music as they were coming down to the ring, which I thought was well done.
Yeah.
I like her entrance. And so it's Tessa Blanchard, Mila Moore, and Victoria Crawford. Excuse me.
Not Crawfish.
No. No. Escorted by the one, the only, Robert Stone. Down to the ring. Oh, at least he looks like he's part of the group now. I mean, he does. His suit matches their in-ring gear. His
suit does match.
Yeah,
like they're a matching ensemble.
I'll give them that. You know, if they all looked like they're different birds with different feathers, then.
Although like I'm just saying, I think the Iceman could handle both. He could handle the Elegance brand and the Diamond Collective. Because who would be a better manager for a group called the Diamond Collective than the Iceman?
it takes a strong personality to handle Tessa, and I don't see the Iceman handling Tessa. I'm just saying.
You think Robert Stone can handle Tessa?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think so.
Well, they picked him, so I feel like if they picked him,
Robert Stone is Tessa's puppet.
Yeah, and he's just happy to be part of the group. I think, So, is it going to be forever? Probably not. But
yeah, so as long as like Tessa, like it ends with Tessa like doing her finisher on Robert Stone, I'll be happy with the result. I'll put up with him for a couple months.
The Magnum
involves
man. If she gives Robert Stone a Magnum, he's gonna lose a whole row of teeth. that's oof. Yeah, her finisher is still one of my favorite finishers as far as people inside TNA.
Yeah.
Amazing. Top rope, drop down, code breaker, boom. Beautiful. Yeah, fun match. I tell you what, for not seeing, we've seen a lot more of Mila Moore.
Who gets the win in this match?
She got the pin.
Tessa
got the
finish. Made it happen, but yeah.
And then Mila Moore tagged herself in and pinned her. So Tessa did the hard work. But I gotta say, I hadn't seen, like, I enjoyed that match that Jada Stone and Mila Moore had, and I'm sorry I don't watch a lot of Explosion lately, but Jada Stone looked amazing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I mean, she was all over the place.
She is. She's all over the
with
place.
some stiff punches and some stiff kicks too. Holy cow! She is, and what it says on the back of her trunks, the spark.
Yeah, the spark.
She is a spark plug. My goodness.
Bundle of energy.
She is. So yeah, great. Because I was kind of, I wasn't worried, but I was worried, just because, it's like they both got hired at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Mila Moore got the first, promo in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then following the promo, she showed up to help the Diamond Collective before they were known as the Diamond Collective, Tessa's group. And so it was like, oh, wow. So they're really putting her with something established. And that's a huge bonus for Mila Moore. So then I was like, okay, so then what are they going to do with Jada? Jada Stone, is she going to remain single? Is she going to become part of something new? Mm-hmm. Something else that's established? I don't know, but whatever they decide to do with her, she looked great tonight. What did you think of the match itself?
She was, I thought, like, obviously the Diamond Collective getting the win made a lot of sense, because this was, since Alicia's not here, this was a platypus team, like a team that just kind of got thrown together, like no real connection. But I think they all got, like, obviously Jody Thread, as we talked earlier with Danny Luna, like Spitfire. So she's obviously got the singles and tag down. So very competent in there. So it was a good, and then obviously Indi was fighting right there for those chances to get that knockouts title. So she was put with some good veteran talent to kind of show herself. So I think Jada is kind of like, because I remember seeing her back when I went to OVW. Okay. So I saw her on the Indies a while back. Like, you can see the talents there, obviously.
Yeah.
And I know she did, like, after her signing, she did a Japan run before showing up. That's why Mila kind of got a start on her a little bit here.
Okay.
And I think she was injured for a bit too. So, no, the talent's there, no doubt. But I think, like, because like I said, I don't think you're going to see like long-term tags out of this. So I still see her as a singles wrestler. But we'll see. because like I feel like Indi's going to stay singles. I'm not sure about Jody because like to her to go into another tag team already, I don't think that's the plan. But maybe somebody else could show up on the roster, and that wouldn't be a bad place to go into the tag division. But I don't see anyone currently.
Okay. All right. Oh, so this I didn't know this. So thank you for letting me know. Little Silver in the Twitch says on a previous explosion, Mila Grayson and Harley Hudson came to the aid of Jada Stone when she was attacked by Tessa, Mila, and Victoria. Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
And that'd be good to get more of an angle because like they've done a lot of explosion, obviously, some impact. But I think that those are some other knockouts. I think both Mila Grace and Harley Hudson, you could see them a lot more in 26.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they could look at them a lot like Leon in a way. Leon, how they kind of like broke them in, but then really kind of went hard. I think now they could look at both, or I don't know if one will break out, if they'll keep them together, but I think you're going to see a push on the side with them.
Yeah. As far as all the new knockout signings that we got in the second half of 2025, very excited about them. And it's just look, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to take time to make stars out of them. Some of them have a little more charisma than others as far as getting that edge, but I think they're all going to do well.
Yeah.
So who's gonna take the forefront and stand out? I don't know. It's way too early to tell. But
I think that you have so much potential to do it.
Yeah.
Like it's because we talk about it. Like you look at it, Danny Luna, Mara Sade, both Harley Hudson and Mila Grace. You got a lot of people that could really do something in that division. So it's looking strong. It's looking real strong.
Oh, I missed that. Mayor says that Harley Hudson is wrestling Danny Luna next week. That must have been something announced. So there you go. I got some of the announcements. I didn't get that one. Okay. Cool. Next, we got the injury report from Bioflex. We talked about that a little bit. They said that everyone that was involved in the cage match is cleared.
Yep.
So that's on the NXT side and the TNA side. Elijah is not cleared. We talked about that already. He got kicked by that horse. No, I'm kidding. He fell off the horse. No. Ying Lee, after being attacked by Danny Luna earlier in this episode, she is uncertain. So kind of vague.
Okay.
But they're keeping an eye on her. Kind of depends on how things go over the next couple weeks. But I'm sure that's going to lead to her defending her title either on the AMC debut or at Genesis, one of the two. So, or both, who knows? Could be a loaded few days for some of these champions.
Wouldn't want it either way.
Now, we go into the second half of the show. This starts getting weird.
Dig it, man.
You take what I'm saying? Matt Hardy. Well, they showed him getting, and I missed this. They showed him getting carried off by the Righteous during that
cage match.
That cage match, and I missed that. I don't know how I missed that, but apparently I missed that. I was more worried about that other match that everyone told me to watch.
J-Bone was in and out of Final Resolution.
I was. I'll watch this match, not this match. This other match, I'll wait 5 weeks and just let everyone hang in. So Matt Hardy wakes up in this, it's like a pseudo backstage mock, I don't know what you call it. he wakes up. He's got this little pool in front of him with flowers, flower petals, and one of the Hardy necklaces in the water. And kind of like when you see like someone putting something in the witch's brew and she's like reading the bones, you know, or something like that. It's kind of like that, only less spooky.
Less spooky.
I'm just saying, I got that, and you know, until they open up their mouths, then it becomes spooky. So they show up, and Matt Hardy is really disoriented. So I don't know how he got hurt in that match. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. How did he end up outside the cage? And then, of course, they picked him up and carried him off. Like
well, got one of the outlaws took him out before he could get in.
And then, oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The Hardy Shrine.
And they shrine. Thank you. I couldn't think of the proper word. Thank you, Little Silver. Appreciate it. Critical Sting too. Yes. And they're talking to him, and Hardy's just he's trying desperately to get up and get out of there, and he's very dizzy. It's like I don't want to say they did something to him, but it's more just he's just very disoriented, you know. So it could have been from the injury. It could have been just waking up in a new place. Really, he didn't know where he was. It could have been waking up and he was surrounded by a ladder. I don't know. Or maybe he's allergic.
J-Bone has a lot of theories on this.
It could maybe he was allergic to the flowers. You know, I don't know. Look at the flowers. I don't know. That's something different. If you know, you know. But then he gets away, and the Righteous are kind of just sitting there like, okay, well, that didn't go exactly how we wanted to go, because they're trying like hell to act like they're there for him. It's not a we're taking your spot, man. It's there's taking nothing
spot, man.
There's no attack involved. It's all very, hey, we support you. We like we love what you're doing, and we want to see you and help you get to that next level. That's what they're saying. Yeah. So he kind of escapes out of there. It's like tripping over shit. It's kind of humorous, kind of like, whoa. And then then it shows the Righteous coming out to the ring area, and they kind of call out the Hardys because they're trying to get them all on the same page. And Matt and Jeff are like, we want nothing to do with you. We have our TNA family. This is our family. Our fans, our people here. This is our family. We don't need you, and we don't want what you're, selling us. We're not buying what you're selling, man.
Man,
go snap your fingers somewhere else. They're not having it, and because the Righteous were like, well, we want this, and we want this, and we want this, and Matt's like, yeah, this is all about you. This is all about what you want, but none of this is what we want. So then, is that where the challenge comes in? It's I don't know. It's all very. I haven't seen something like this in a long time. Where it was
all mind games.
It is all mind games. And where because in typical fashion, someone new shows up, attacks them, challenges them for the title, and we've seen that a million times. This is the first time in I think in years where someone new has shown up, and it's not about the titles, and it's not about hurting them.
Yeah.
So
Something
it's
more
like,
going on with these fellas.
yeah, yeah. And I got a feeling these guys aren't alone either. I got a feeling there's going to be more. Like the aura around these two feels way too big to have it just stay as Dutch and
Vincent.
Vincent. Yeah. What
Right.
do you
There could be
think?
more. I agree, J-Bone. I think the Righteous could be a larger group. It feels more like a movement. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What kind of movement it is.
Or like they said, a cult.
Could be a cult.
Mayor Newsom says, didn't Matt Hardy learn anything from being associated with Bray Wyatt?
So you never learn.
That's funny. Rest in peace, Bray. So yeah, lots of things to unpack here. Very interesting. I feel like the title match is going to come at Genesis. We'll see.
There we go. It's gonna be loaded.
Leon Slater's on commentary for this next match.
Oh,
And the match is the Rascals, the three Rascals, Wentz, Miguel, and Reed.
mm-hmm.
All
but Dez.
yeah, that's right. All but Dez, vying for a spot to
Face
wrestle,
Leon.
to face Leon on the
premiere.
debut. Yeah, the AMC debut. For the X Division title. This was a great X Division hot mess. And I say that as a compliment because it's not just three guys going against each other. These are three brothers.
That's
that
right.
all, they all want.
They all wanted to get the pins. They all wanted to show each other up. And it was good fun. A lot of good spots.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's my pin. But yeah, like maybe in the end, Myron was able to kind of more catch Trey and Zach kind of both going for it themselves. Yeah. And get the win here. And we saw the last time Myron had the shot, those two put on a main event for the ages. And we were like, when are they going to run it back? Run it back on the AMC debut with Leon Slater, hotter than he's ever been right now. And that's a lot of people. That was their match of the year. When you went to match of the year rankings, like it was up there.
Yeah, Myron Reed, they don't call him the young goat for nothing. And he's a great part of the Rascals. He's a great addition to the TNA roster. And he absolutely, without a doubt, is a future X Division champion. And that's the great thing about the Rascals is they all bring something a little different, but they have that chemistry and working together.
Oh yeah.
They all have their moments to shine, but they all can get the job done themselves. So we saw that here. Myron Reed getting the win. So Myron Reed will face Leon Slater at the debut on AMC on the 15th of January.
Nice.
Next, we get a system promo. They all come down to the ring. And
one last dance.
Yeah, they're going to get one last dance. They're going to face next I think it's next week. They're gonna go against Slater, Cedric Alexander, and the Hardys.
TNA All Stars.
Yeah, that's gonna be a huge match. So that's going to be the last hurrah for all 4 guys in the system wrestling together, because they just, reminding people that it's going to be JDC versus Eddie Edwards at Genesis, and that's supposed to be JDC's last match.
Yep,
he's going to be, that's his retirement match. So yeah, a lot of retirements between last year and this year.
Yeah,
lots happening. It's a changing of the guard. It really is. Definitely something to look forward to. And then the Hardys are coming out of the locker room, or they're backstage, and Gia Miller's getting word from them about the match, and then the Hardys going into their own locker room, and they see another shrine there with a bunch of family pictures, lots of individual pictures of their daughters.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
crossing lines, J-Bone.
Yeah, when you start involving the family, that changes everything. So what is the righteous doing? Are they just trying to, like, hey, we're serious about this, but now you didn't take our offer, so now we have to go about things a different way. Yeah, things are changing now.
Yeah,
things are going to get nasty, I think. Nasty. Main event time.
Woohoo!
We got Bear Bronson, a very, very excited Bear Bronson, coming down to the ring.
Very excited.
He is all pumped up. He's got that.
Let's go!
Got that crazy looking mask. He is all in the camera in the ring, like, woo, TNA, woo, Yeah, I mean, he is the new. If anybody's excited to be a part of this brand, it's Bear Bronson. Absolutely.
Could feel the excitement.
He is, yeah.
Let's go, Bear. Let's go.
And then comes out King Kaz. He is defending his TNA title. Bear Bronson got the win from being the winner of that Battle Royal. And, man, we'd be going into the new year with a new champion. Ooh. And I tell you, at first, Bear Bronson is really, his excitement really shows in the first part of this match. He is just tearing up Kaz. Kaz is not ready for him.
No.
But what did you think of this match?
No, I thought that like Bear, he showed out in this. He definitely like it started out with Bear, but then Kaz kind of took over, was getting a lot of his stuff in. But then like it got to the outside, got the old steel steps involved. But then obviously Kaz found his way out of it. Almost a 10 count, very close to a 10 count, like by a hair. But then obviously once he gets back in, you can see like Bear was a little beaten down from that stuff on the outside, and he's able to finish the job, Kaz. But I thought he did well in this big opportunity, obviously. So they obviously he came in pretty much in that like against the system with the Andersons, but then he was in the Battle Royal, won that, and then had a nice match here. But I thought that was right. Like, they gave him the opportunity to kind of get him out there, to show him, to give him a vehicle, but obviously not like go all the way with it. But I think the future's looking bright for Bear. And it was a good win for Kaz to put under his belt.
Warm-up match.
Yeah, as we get into the debut and Genesis, and as we talked about earlier, this is where we get Santana to show up after the match to say how the match we thought was going to be for Genesis is now on the AMC debut.
It is. I have a feeling we're still going to get a championship match at Genesis, but the fact that we're getting a championship match on the debut of AMC tells me something's going to happen. Either
JBL?
Just, in the words of Gorilla Monsoon, oh, would you stop? Oh, man. Yes, absolutely.
Shenanigans.
I think we're gonna have some kind of shenanigans. Either a debut or Nick Nemeth is gonna interfere. Something's gonna happen that we're gonna end up having another match a few days later at Genesis. That's my thoughts. I feel like I get why they're shifting it. But that just tells us, like, well, then why? It's not just getting the match on the debut on AMC. I don't see that as there's got to be something tied to it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I storytelling 101. I'm guessing within those two shows, because I see a lot of like Nick Nemeth, like, will he be playing a part? You got to imagine Nick's playing some kind of part in all this. As you just said, like, he's all out there doing a lot of promotion right now. It does feel like we're going to get more and more from the big brother.
He's a wanted man.
So I think it's safe to say.
And the only problem I see with that is this feels like, okay, it's now or never for Santana to, like, okay, now he's going to get it. Now he's going to hold on to it instead of this hot potato stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But part of me also, man, you know how much of a big fan I am for Nick Nemeth. And the fact that he's still holding on to that opportunity.
Yeah, because
I'm a little torn. I'm a little torn, Bill.
You're a little torn. You're Natalie Imbruglia, right? You're torn.
I am. And at the same rate, I love that Kaz is champ because I've wanted, like, ever since he got put into the picture somehow, some way over the course of this last year, it was like, yes, more, yes, make Kaz champ. And then when it did happen, like, my brain couldn't wrap my head around it. I was like,
what's going on here?
What? Like, we got all this stuff with Mike Santana and we're excited and this is a new chapter and here we go. And all of a sudden, what? Jaw hit the floor. My jaw is having a rough few months here with TNA. It keeps hitting the floor, keeps bouncing back up. Jaw's having a rough time. So I don't know. Some crazy is going to happen.
I think we're going to get something crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be something. It's going to be something between that weekend, that end of the week into the weekend in Texas. There's going to be some wild times for TNA because they're going to make a statement on AMC today on the debut and at Genesis. And I think you're going to see that ride all the way into that following week in Albuquerque. So I think you're going to get a pretty much a 7-day period of nonstop action from TNA. And titles can be changing, new names can be showing up, people can be getting opportunities. I think it's fair game. Everything's fair game.
Mayor says I'm the only one that likes Kaz as champion.
There's some other. There's a Kaz contingent out there.
Put it this way: I saw someone in the chat earlier says that they also watched the Chris Van Vliet interview, and it makes him very likable. It's like if you
watch out, Kaz, don't be too likable.
If you followed his career and you know who he is as a person, and how his journey and everything, it's hard not to like him, especially.
We always like Kaz the person.
Yeah.
At times we don't like Kaz the wrestler. But.
Yeah.
You have permission to boo me.
Exactly. It's just throw up those hands. But yeah, so very exciting beginning of the year 2026. We got the last taping from the El Paso tapings next week, and then the 15th debut in 2 weeks. 2 days after that, Genesis. It's going to be January is going to be a wild ride. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm here for it.
Get ready, Mr. Toad. It's going to be a wild ride.
Yes. So yeah, that's it for this one. Kaz retains Bear Bronson. They had a nice showing.
Did.
And
who knows? In a couple weeks, it could be trouble.
And that could just throw the championship into a whole nother mess,
Yeah. And we even talk about it, but you still, like, we talk about all this with the righteous and all this. There's still the cleanse out there.
And that was not, and it was brilliant that they didn't even mention it on this episdo. No. And I'll bet you they don't even mention
out
it.
There. It's just hanging out there.
Right. It's there. They didn't do anything with it this week. I have a feeling they're not going to do anything with it the following week. That's going to be a whole thing in itself too. Because don't tell me that Eric Young is just talking about this cleanse and no one's attached to it.
No, definitely people are attached to it.
Yeah. So lots of opportunities for surprises and new faces and
let us know if you want to hear live. Let us know in the comments. Who do you want to see? Who do you think could show up? We talked about free agency to kick off the show. Who do you think's gonna maybe, because we will get some people, like, definitely there's gonna be a few new faces. So stay tuned.
Oh yeah. So happy New Year to everyone. Hope you had a great holiday. Whatever you celebrate. Hope you stayed safe and healthy. And we'll see you next week with it's kind of like the go home before the go home.
Go home.
Go home before the debut. And we'll find out what's happening, and make sure you folks smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Good night, folks. Take care. We'll see you next week.